G'day Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur hippie here. You join me deep in Sydney's dark underbelly, full of grifters, crypto scammers, charlatans. Yes, I'm in Sydney's eastern suburbs. I'm in Rose Bay. What's that? Lost your job? Got diddled out of your redundancy? It's over there somewhere in a patio or a new kitchen. That's where it is. Anyway, there are reasons to be cheerful as a Spurs supporter at the moment. We go into the international break. Arsenal narrowly beat Manchester City 1-0. I haven't watched the game, but I just heard word on the street that both teams were piss poor and useless. So that's not a bad result. That bodes well for when we take on Man City on December the 2nd or 3rd, depending on where in the planet you live. It bodes well for us. But we get this beautiful period where I don't want to go on about it, but you know, the Premier League table just keeps on coming into my thoughts these days. We're going to be top of the table for at least the next 2 weeks. We've got every chance of staying top longer, playing Fulham and Crystal Palace and that useless Chelsea team with Poch, our man, Johnny on the spot, undermining them bit by bit, just making them slightly rubbish, but not rubbish enough to get sacked. He's our man in there, is Poch. His tracksuit's too small, but you know, what can you do? He's got a healthy appetite, that kid. And this is our best start since 1960-61, the double winning year. So no wonder I'm in a good mood, because if you're my age, which is 51, I've never seen a better start to a season in my whole life. As far as the best of the best that Spurs have offered me in my meagre existence on this ball of dirt, this is the best. And it feels it. It really feels it. It feels like it's got those 1980s team vibes. People just wandering around talking loudly on their phone, just like I am, so I can't complain too much, can I? And dogs that aren't real dogs. What a species humanity is. How do we breed dogs into, I don't know, things like that? God. Anyway, so this is the best. This is the best that Tottenham have been at the start of a season. And a lot of people are starting to get a little bit excited. I'm one of them. Hearts are melting, I can see in the Spursosphere, that, you know, it's dawning that this is a damn good team we've got. I compare it to like the team, like my benchmark for while I've been alive would be the team, you know, in the 80s, from I don't know, 81 to 87. Those, especially 81 to 85, in that period of time, that's when you could look at our team and really struggle to, you know, upgrade it. You know, who's the weak link in the team? After that period from say 88 onwards, even though we'd still have one or two star players like a, you know, Gascoigne, Lineker, Klinsmann, that kind of thing, we were more and more 2, 3, 4 players short of being the full deal, and we'd always rely on stars a bit too heavily. Whereas now I look at the team, and again I've got that feeling where there's no weak links. You know, all of the players are worth their places. And if you're talking about upgrades, well, I don't know. There's not a lot of room to go on. Maybe the wingers. You know, I don't know. It's hard to say. Which is great for us. It's not like, you know, years ago where it'd be obvious. Well, even not years ago. Even last year, it was obvious who was up to the job and who wasn't. But Ange went in there and he found it out all for himself, and in a very short space of time he sculpted a winning side. A winning side. I keep on having to walk around here to, you know, avoid kids and dogs and trust fund kids. Anyway, now the other reason I'm happy at the moment is that this hump, well, no, it's not really Humble channel because it's me. This channel, Hotspur Hippie channel, has just reached over 2,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I only started the channel at the beginning of June, and it was kind of a difficult point in sort of personal circumstances, but that's all sort of been resolved now, and I'm just having fun doing this. So I'm glad there's a few people that are having fun watching this, watching me babble on about Spurs. And you know, I try and keep it light. You know, we haven't had a spell since I've started the channel where Spurs have been atrocious. So I'm not always optimistic, I can assure you. But at the moment, I'm going to make hay while the sun shines. And thanks to everyone who's you know, watching these videos and clicking, liking, and subscribing and all that jazz. It's really taken off a lot quicker than I would have hoped. It is a good time to be a Spurs fan. We can be confident, and like my approach to it is I'll just make hay while the sun shines. I'd rather enjoy the moment as it is now, where we are the best team without doubt in England and Wales, and if all that falls to pup tomorrow, I don't care, because I'll have had the experience of having a lot of fun. And not proud, that's the wrong word, but being very happy to support Tottenham Hotspur. There's no point in my mind of saying, oh, we're going to get injuries, we're going to lose this, we're going to lose that. And then when it happens, you say, ah, see, I told you so, when you've just been miserable all the time. I'd rather be happy now, deluded, call you what you want. I'm having fun, I'm having an absolute ball. As a tourist party walks past. I'm having a ball. And you know, there's this phrase I'm hearing now and then on the internet, mud. Oh, you're in the mud. And I don't even understand what that means. It's like toddler language to me, like my bad. There's another toddler expression I can't stand. And I think that comes from, well, if we're too positive and we're talking Spurs up and it all goes wrong, people are going to laugh at us. Oh no, really? People are going to point the finger wagging and said, ha ha, you said you were going to win the league and you didn't. You're in the mud. I don't care, because I'm having fun. Who cares what people say? Who cares what other... I keep saying this, man. I've got no truck with what other fans of other clubs say in the slightest. It is just meaningless drivel to me. I don't listen to it. I don't care. I know they all hate Spurs anyway, so why would I listen to them, you know? No point. So I think we should pop the champagne corks early. Why not, you know? Or I might just do a sit down on a park bench, nice shady spot here. And we'll find out soon if Ange has done the double of manager of the month, whether Son Heung-min has won his player of the month. That'd be well deserved. And we just have to cross our fingers now during the international break that our players come through it scot-free, no injuries, no niggles. And we hope that every other team player buggers it up. That's what I want. I want any advantage I can get going. As far as the international break goes, I've heard a lot of people say this, and I'm kind of in the same boat. I think it's boring. I think there's too many international matches. I get qualifiers for the World Cup or Euros or whatever your continental federation cup is, region of the world. I get that, but they seem to pad them out with an awful lot of friendlies. One friendly of note is England-Australia is coming up, and my nationality is all over the place. In the cricket, I would support England, but in the soccer, see, that gives it away who I'm supporting, doesn't it? The soccer, in the football, I'm 100% for Australia. I think Graham Arnold's doing a fantastic job, and England's just broke my heart too many times growing up as a kid. They always flatter to deceive. Even when we have a good run in the World Cup, it's never that good. Even 1990, when we started off, we were absolutely hopeless for the round matches, and it's really, we came to life against, I suppose, the likes of Cameroon, Belgium and Germany, and eventually went out. But at the moment, England I don't find to be an inspiring team whatsoever. I think Gareth Southgate is pretty hopeless as a manager. Whereas on the other side of the world, Australia, Graham Arnold's getting a team, usual Australian story, a team of plucky youngsters to getting them to play out of their skins. He had a great World Cup, and I'm hoping we can stuff England. And you know, good side of it might be if England get a real big stuffing, they might get a decent manager, and I don't know who that would be though. Maybe they could go back to old Dutch Steve McLaren, yes. We are, how you say, underdogs. If you haven't seen that clip of Steve McLaren talking English with a Dutch accent, like he can't speak English. He's doing it like English is his second language, and he says, "Oh, how you say underdogs?" It's like, you know the bloody word. You're English, man. You don't have to say how you say underdogs. So I've got some ideas for things I'm going to do during the international break, and I'll give you a little teaser. Not too much of a teaser, but I'm hoping to have a very, very special guest on the stream in the next couple of weeks. Just teeing it up at the moment. Can't say any more than that, but you know, just in case it doesn't happen, basically. But I'm hoping it does, and as soon as it's confirmed, I'll let you all know, because it will be a fantastic stream. Anyway, folks, as I enjoy the seedy underbelly world of Rose Bay, dear oh dear, the film. It's a film, just penetrates you. I'm gonna have to go for a swim after this, wash out the entitlement. I'll see you in a wee while. Until next time, here we are, top of the table. In case you missed it, here it is again, just a little bit. Ooh, top of the table, numero uno, best team in the land. Come on, you Spurs. And peace and love, man, peace and love, and come on, you Spurs.